Hi, powerful leaders. This episode is from a live training that I do weekly inside my Facebook group called the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders Community. Feel free to join us inside the group so I can get to know you better and I can answer any questions you might have. I just love the live interaction, answering to your question, listening to your stories. There is so much power in connecting in a deeper way, and I really hope you do take this invitation. The way I edit these episodes is really to give you all the value, but if you want to have the live interaction, ask any questions, and get them answered by me, please join us in the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders community. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Today's topic is about audience growth hacks. So have you noticed that maybe you've hit a plateau and maybe you feel like you've been selling to the same people over and over again, or maybe you're hearing crickets, or you're not sure, like, why isn't your audience growing, right? And it's so important to keep growing our audience if we want to have more clients, right? Because if we're always talking to the same people, it's great. Don't get me wrong, that's great. But the more we can just grow and get more people in, the more opportunities we have to sell our services and our offerings. So first, I want to chat about the foundation, because before we do any hacks, before we do any strategies, we gotta nail this first, okay? The most important thing to building your audience with new people every single day is to work on your brand awareness. It's to share content that is relatable. It's to have a personal brand that stands out. And to do that, we have to make it a non-negotiable to show up every single day. I'm not saying you need to show up everywhere. Just pick one platform and master that platform. If you're just starting, do that. If you feel more comfortable and you know your clients are on different platforms, then you can always repurpose, right? The goal here is not to overwhelm us. The goal is to be as efficient as possible. To make it a non-negotiable, to show up every single day, to start connecting, to start networking. And honestly, every like, every comment, every share is an opportunity for you to connect with that person, to say, hey, thank you so much for liking this. Thank you so much for commenting or sharing this story, right? It could be anything. As long as you're appreciative and you're grateful for the engagement that you get, and that you do that engagement back, and that you respond to your comments, and that you show that you're a human, that you are running your own accounts, that you're having conversations, the more you do that, the better. Because Instagram or Facebook or whatever their platform is going to notice that you're having those conversations, and it's going to show them your content more often. So it really starts with having a strong plan in place for you to show up. And this becomes easier and easier with time. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. But it also starts with clarity, right? We have to nail your clarity first. We got to make sure we know who we're talking to, what problems we're solving, right? And this I go over in my private coaching programs. So if you need help with coming up with that clarity, that foundation, just DM me. Let's chat. I'm there to help you. And yeah, like we have to have a solidified brand. It's not going to happen overnight. The sooner you start creating instead of consuming everything and consuming all the freebies and all the stuff, as soon as you start creating, the better, right? Because it takes a lot of effort, dedication, and time to grow a successful brand. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It takes work. It takes showing up. Like I said, if you're not top of mind, if you're not sharing value every day, it will be hard for people to grow their audience, right? You have to make it a priority. And honestly, social media is a mindset. The longer you tell yourself that social media is hard, that you don't know what to say, that you don't know what to write, that, you know, all the things that are stopping you or blocking you, all those thoughts, it's slowing you down. It's not serving its purpose. The goal here is to see social media as a way for us to connect, as a way for us to be of value. So I want you to stop hiding. I want you to share yourself and be authentic and be vulnerable. And no, you don't need to look professional. You don't need to sound a certain way or dress a certain way or sound like a certain coach or use any type of language. Honestly, the key here to stand out is to be yourself. And this is the hardest thing someone can do. But as soon as you do it, it's going to remove all the pressure. So when was the last time you actually shared your story online, right? I have a storytelling masterclass I did a few weeks back. If you want to get your hands on that, let me know. You can still join the group, learn how to share your story to sell your offers. Because honestly, the more you can connect emotionally with your audience, the easier it's going to be to sell your offers. Because word of mouth is a powerful thing. People talk. Like, if you are giving tremendous value, if you're an amazing human being, if you care about other people, the word is going to get out and you're going to get more clients. But it all starts with you being intentional and having a specific message and having fun with it and making it your own. Like, we want to see what's your take on it. What's your beliefs? What do you stand for? It's really communicating that. And yeah, the more fun you have, the better. I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun with Reels. I had a reel go viral because I had so much fun with them. And every time I record Reels, every time I feel good about myself, I always make a sale. Like, that's the belief, and it always happens. So if you haven't really uncovered who you truly are, if you're still having, some setbacks around that, if showing up and being visible is still something that feels hard for you, it's okay. Let's not judge it, right? It's there for a reason. And it's so important in those moments to get the support, to talk to someone who's been there, who gets it, and can guide you. So if this is you, feel free to message me. Like I said, on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. I love to chat. I love to help. I love to be of value. So don't be afraid to shoot me a message. So now let's dive into the practical hacks to get more people in your audience. The first thing that I love are evergreen freebies. So an evergreen freebie is a piece of value in forms of a PDF or a checklist or a video series, a masterclass, a challenge, a podcast like this one, right? Whatever that freebie is, it's a way for you to communicate your value. It's a way for you to show your clients, here is step 1, 2, 3. And it always remain relevant to your ideal clients, because once you create it, right, you create it once and it's available forever, right? You do the work once, you post it online, people can download it, listen to it, watch it anytime. And wherever they are in their journey, when they stumble upon your freebie, they can always learn something. And when you set up your freebies the right way, every new person who stumbles across will be able to take the next step into working with you. So never forget to include your call to actions in all your freebies, right? People got amazing value. They want to know what's their next step. Okay, so never forget that. The second way I love to grow my audience is through collaborations, right? Getting in front of people's audiences, sharing massive value will always attract more people to you. And I do this on my podcast all the time. I bring other guests on my podcast. I give them that visibility, and they do the same for me because most of my guests also have podcasts. So we do podcast swaps, and that's an amazing way to get more eyeballs on you and grow your business. I also love to collaborate on live streams with other businesses. I have a goal to do live streams once or twice a month in collaboration. We usually go live on Instagram or Facebook. That's also a great way. And then I love to repurpose those interviews to my YouTube channel, right? So always think about how can you repurpose every single thing you do. Remember, those pieces of content, they will live on forever. Make sure you're intentional about your repurposing and make sure you're always adding a call to action. Another way to collaborate is also to make appearances in other people's programs and masterminds. That's also a really great way to share your value, help others, and get paid, right? That's a great way. Another hack that I love to do is I love to ask. Because when you're in business, you cannot be afraid to ask. Asking is everything, right? If you haven't noticed, every single time I give a training inside my group, I always ask if you can invite your friends to join us in the group because I know the power of a collective, the power of networking. So I always ask something, right? I'm giving so much value. I always ask for something in return. And that's also another mindset, right? An abundance mindset. So it always comes back to this. It always comes back to your mindset and how comfortable you are about sharing all parts of you, about being so authentic and about asking for something. I know a lot of women, especially, we're so afraid to ask. But it's in that asking that we actually get what we're here for. So yeah, every time I get on a call, every time I meet someone, every time I have a chat, I always love to ask, how can I be of value? How can I help? Do you know someone that I can help? It's asking for those referrals. It's asking to spread the word. It's asking about sharing, right? It never gets old. This habit never gets old. So get into the habit of asking others to become an advocate for your business. I'm telling you, it works. Try it more often. Think about it. When was the last time you asked someone? The next hack is to connect with new followers, either on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, connect with people, send friend requests to people. I love to go in groups where I'm already, that I already have joined. And I like to go through the list of the members and see who I have things in common with, right? Because Facebook tells you, oh, this person is in the same groups, they have the same friends, right? So I do send invites to new people every single day. And it's getting into the habit of not taking things personally if those people don't accept or whatever. You're just there to connect. You're just there to grow. And that's what people do. So the other thing that's really important here is to engage, right? So you're probably in a million groups right now. When was the last time you actually, left a meaningful comment or answered someone's question? This is the easiest way to get noticed, right? Because people, they most likely will see your answers. And if what you're saying makes sense and it's so valuable, they will want to learn more from you and see who you are, and they will go on your profile. Pick a group or two and go do that now. I'm telling you, you're going to get new friend requests and new people asking to be a part of your world. I'm telling you, taking the time to build meaningful relationships will be a game changer for you, for sure. And not only will it help you build your audience, but you will also stand out and be top of mind. So if you like what you're hearing, imagine doing all of these hacks into one thing. It's called podcasting. Honestly, if you're paying close attention right now, my podcast does all of these things. Because when you have a podcast, you are constantly collaborating with amazing guests. You are constantly asking your audience to share your episodes. You're constantly redirecting people to a freebie, a free group, whatever that looks like. If you're doing it right, you have a call to action. You have somewhere people can go and learn more about you, or download a freebie, or join your email list, right? And you're always connecting with new people. Because if you're doing your podcasting right and you're promoting it every single day on all the platforms, you're going to get so many people commenting, DMing you, like telling you, hey, your podcast is amazing. I listened to that episode, etc., etc. Like, I was wondering if I can get on there. Like, you meet so many new people. So you're actually doing 4 hacks into one place. It's called podcasting. So if you still haven't started your podcast, but it's been on your list since forever, and you're just like, I don't have time. It's too complicated. It's too hard. I'm not a tech person. And you come up with all these excuses, but deep in your heart, that's what you want to do, and you're ready to do it. The Podcast from Scratch mini course is for you. Okay? We start April 11th, and it's a 30-day course where I will show up live. I will drop recordings, templates, checklists for you to fully be supported in starting your podcast. Like, I'm simplifying all the steps for you. I'm giving you the roadmap, and it's up to you to put in the work, implement, and be consistent. You also get lifetime access to this. So you can always come back long after the 30 days are done to, if you want to re-listen, redo something, you can always come back. And I'm telling you, now's the best time to start your podcast. Like, YouTube just announced that they're creating a podcast homepage. Like, this is huge. Like, billions of users are on YouTube every single day. And if they're prioritizing podcasts, you have so much more opportunities for people to find you, listen to your podcast, and be like, who is she? Like, I love this. How can I learn more? How can I join her programs, right? It's an incredible opportunity. Facebook has already done it. You can already, link your podcast to your Facebook page. Honestly, don't sleep on this. I don't know how else to put it. Don't sleep on it. If podcasting is something you want to do, you're just not sure where to start, you feel confused, you're overwhelmed, you have all these questions, this is a course for you. Like, I'll be there with you, co-creating your podcast with you. It's an amazing space to be in. And you're going to love it. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to be like, why didn't I do this before? Okay, so let me know. DM me if you have any questions about the course at all. It's going to be so good. The links to sign up for the course will be in the show notes of this episode. I'm so excited. Get ready for the ride of your life. And I believe in you so much, and I'll see you next week. Take thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.